Today we're on the farm of Michael Farrell here in County Roscommon, where we're going to show you how to carry out good hygiene practices in the lambing shed. Good hygiene practice to carry out on a sheep farm is to sterilise and wash your lambing equipment. So on a typical sheep farm, you're going to be using whether it be a bottle feeder such as this, a syringe, or even a tube feeder. These are going to be used on a regular basis every day. So it's important that between each use that they're washed in hot water with some washing up liquid or disinfectant and cleaned thoroughly. Like for a syringe, for example, just to soak up the water and spray it out a couple of times to make sure that you're getting any bit of dirt or any sort of bugs that are inside that tube out, and that it's not spreading from that lamb you're treating onto the next lamb maybe that you'll be treating in a short while later. You do that on a regular basis. So like for example, if you're tube feeding a newborn lamb that wasn't able to suckle its mother, you're going to obviously tube feed them colostrum. So it's important that between each use that the tube is cleaned thoroughly to just limit the risk of spread of infection from one lamb to the next. It may seem like a simple thing, and it could, save a number of lambs on your farm, and it could just reduce the risk of diseases spreading in the lambing shed. So most Irish farms will have individual pins set up in their lambing shed. So basically, to carry out good hygiene practices, each individual pin, before you and your lambs ever go into it, should be clean first. Clean and dry, the concrete should be clean and dry. And then on top of that, then you should have a bag or a bucket of hydrated lime, cubical lime, and basically just spread it at all corners of the pin, like so. Spreading lime in an individual pin is a good way of killing any bugs or infections that may be present in the lambing shed. This liming will prevent any infections that could possibly transmit into the newborn lamb. Animal health issues such as navel and joint ill are common issues in the lambing shed, and if lambs are introduced to a dirty environment, these will be problems for farmers. So it's important that you make sure that the pin itself, before anything is put on it, is dry and clean. Then add a layer of lime across all four corners of the pin, and then on top of that add a layer of straw, of clean fresh straw. Straw and lime will act as a barrier against any infections that are present in the lambing shed. So after you apply your lime, you get some fresh straw and you spread it a good layer all over the pin. It's important to cover every inch of it. This straw will provide a good layer of protection for the newborn lamb from any possible infections or any bugs that may be present. So we've got a freshly born lamb here with a wet navel. The navel is an entry point for infection to go up into the lamb. So to prevent infections, prevent the lamb from getting any infections, we can spray the navel with iodine, or you can also dip the navel in iodine. So it's important that when you're doing this to cover every inch of the navel, because if you leave any area of it open, it's an entry point for infection, and it could cause animal health issues down the line for this lamb. So just to wrap up, it's important to carry out good hygiene practices throughout the lambing season. These include keeping lamb pins clean and dry, applying lime and a good cover of straw in each pin, to thoroughly wash out and clean lambing equipment such as stomach tubes, bottle feeders, lambing ropes, etc. It's also important to wear clean gloves when you're handling the ewe, and not to use the gloves on another ewe to dispose them straight away, because you're just increasing the risk of spreading infections from one ewe to the next. So if you can carry out these small little practices, and it'll reduce a lot of animal health problems on the farm. You'll keep these lads, such as this guy here, healthy,